Lesson 1, Unit 2. The definition of a PMIS. We start this unit with a definition of a PMIS. A project management information system is a set of interrelated components working together to collect, classify, store, and distribute information to support decision making. A PMIS is about how effectively the project manages the data, how it transforms data into information, and how that information eventually becomes knowledge. A good project MIS needs to contain the following characteristics. It provides the necessary information and feedback so that potential problems are identified and solutions are implemented early. The system should be able to generate timely information to initiate corrective actions. A good PMIS builds on a project success while using lessons from early experiences to improve project performance. The project team should do regular review and/or evaluations of the PMIS performance to identify areas of improvement. A PMIS differs from other management information systems, such as financial and payroll, because its demand-driven approach requires it to be flexible and adaptable to the changing conditions in the project. Another important characteristic of a PMIS is that it includes an empowerment agenda based on the following key principles. Transparency, the availability and access to information by all project stakeholders. Accountability, the use and application of information to monitor the progress of the project and correct deviations. Inclusion and participation, where project participants are given control over relevant decision making, including decisions on the selection of indicators to judge the performance of the services provided by the project. Understanding the relationship between data, information, and knowledge is another important factor to understand the value and purpose of a PMIS. A good PMIS will be able to incorporate these three elements and make the transition between data, information, and knowledge as seamless as possible. Data is defined as the base representation of a fact, represented in the form of numbers, letters, or words. Examples of data include the number of visits to a community, the number of crop failures, and the number of farmers trained. Data is a discrete set of unorganized, scattered statements about reality. Data is raw facts. Information is defined as data with context. Peter Drucker defines information as data endowed with relevance and purpose. Data becomes information when it's placed within a context. Knowledge is information in action, or the ability to understand the relevance of information and how to use it to advantage. The use of information leads to experience and new knowledge. Knowledge is information embedded in a context. It has purpose and leads one to take action. The purpose of this course is not to complicate the project information process, but rather to make it simple and achievable. This course concentrates on the minimum basic requirements that any project can follow. A good PMIS can be achieved by concentrating on the key elements required for proper information management, without adding complex systems and processes that only take away the time for analysis and decision making.